My guy right here is getting his pushback fixed. As you can see, he's definitely been pushed back before. I wonder who did that. He definitely need to not go back to that guy. He look like he's angry. As you can see, he just looked at the camera. He was smirking and everything. He doesn't like it. So, yes, y'all, that's at least like an inch wide of pushback that this guy has to get restored from. You know, it's definitely a limit to how far you can be pushed back and you can get fixed back from. But that's definitely fixable in my eyes. He can definitely get that touch back up. As you can see, he's already getting it blended in right now. He's basically already back in the game right now. But what he definitely need to do is let it grow back out, and he doesn't need a haircut for a while after that pushback though, for sure. In this detox video, we're taking a look at them starting their client in the shampoo bowl. That's basically the first place that you need to start your client at, y'all, to even have the consultation on their hair, to even see what precautions you're gonna take to get their hair right and healthy, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole ending result that you want from this whole thing. But yes, y'all, they're starting that in the bowl. That always starts in the shampoo bowl with you and your client. You have to ask them questions on what they think they need done to their hair. That's basically where you just have small talk and to see what they've been doing to it in the long run and stuff. But yes, y'all, this person did very good. This is looking like an at-home detox. I'm not really sure. It looks like they're doing it themselves, y'all. I don't know if you can even wash your head by yourself like that. Unless I'm just tripping and I'm just seeing somebody else's hand and it just looks like their own. Nah, I think they're doing it on their own, y'all. So this person just gave themselves a wash, laying down by themselves. Hey, I don't know. This person is a different breed to even do that laying down. I mean, I understand if you can wash your hair standing up in the shower, but laying down inside of a bowl washing your own hair is crazy. But yes, y'all, they did very nice on that retwist, in my opinion. You know, that's very clean to be self-done. My client had a bald spot, so I don't know what they're going to do with this dude's bald spot. But yeah, y'all, this past loctician, so he switched locticians. That's probably what it was in the first place. When you have one loctician, you cannot just be switching locticians, or they all just going to do something different to your hair. And that's all just going to cause hair breakage, and it's just not going to be good in the long run for your hair. And I already know this from experience. Bro got a pushback, and yes, this dude definitely did receive a pushback. That pushback is actually very crazy for anybody to have. This dude is lucky that he's even getting received back from that. He's getting blessed. So let's see what's going on right now. And this person has a lot of knotty hair. It's looking like they haven't had a retwist in a very long time. But yes, this retwist that they just got, you can obviously tell that this person knows what they're doing with this head right now. And yes. Okay, so this is a lot of detox. What's that white powder that they're putting in there? That better not be baby powder or baking soda. It's probably baking soda mixed in with the apple cider vinegar. That's the only two things that I know that they put inside people's hair when they do this detox. That's mandatory though. That's definitely gonna break down all that dead stuff that's just dried up and just built up in your hair. That's definitely gonna free that from some hard, stiff locks. Look at that aftermath, y'all. That's literally mud water after that. Like, I know that felt very good, and I know that retwist feels good too. So typically when people get their lock detoxed, when they put that apple cider vinegar with that baking soda, it typically starts to sizzle. That's how you know it's starting to activate and actually starting to do its part inside of your hair. And yes, I can already see it sizzling in this person's head. So it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And that's always going to help this person's hair grow. Do a detox with me step by step, y'all. So we actually seen people get a detox, but we never seen how to do it step by step. And that's exactly what they're about to walk us through right now. And they're showing us all the ingredients that they're using to get this thing done. And these are the right ingredients. I've seen a few other people get detoxes, but I've never seen it like with people showing the ingredients and stuff. So this person's doing it a little different right now. I never seen people put a lemon inside of it, but yes, y'all, look, that definitely did work. That was definitely disgusting. They're not wrong by saying ew, but that 2-strand retwist looks nice. Check this out. So this person's about to get a lock wash right now. They actually took all their locks that was basically out of their head and just put them inside of the water and just washed them. That's a whole different way to wash your locks, in my opinion, than just having them in your head at the same time and getting a wash. But yes, y'all, they actually just got them put in the sink and washed. This person right here is getting a dread detox and wash. He's doing it, I don't know, he's just putting in the powder himself and the lemon juice. I don't know, is he doing the whole thing himself? Yeah, it looks like he's doing it himself, y'all. So he's doing it by himself. He's just letting his lock soak up in there for a good little while. And as you can see how dirty that water is getting, he definitely needed that detox. And it's definitely coming in clutch with his hair. And it's going to make his hair smell so much better. and it's just gonna look darker and just look so much cleaner and everything. And now he's going to wash it out with his shampoo and everything. He's in the shower right now, and yes, he's finishing up right now. After that shampoo, you definitely need to use conditioner too, or your hair is going to be dry and brittle. But I think that's what he used. He didn't show that though. Taking a look at the before, and I think they're about to show us the after too. So this is the after right here. So the after is actually amazing compared to what it was before. That lock restoration, this person's about to restore some locks. So they look like they have some breakage in the back of their head. They lost one of their locks. It's looking like they didn't even have a lock right there on that left side, that back left side. But yeah, now they're looking at the breakage on the top of the head. And yeah, y'all, they really just got this dude looking like a whole different person after that. Reattach a lot with me. So this dude is about to reattach his lock. I'm not really sure like what he's needing to reattach. Well, it's looking like he had a whole lot of this new growth just sitting on the side. So he actually went to just attach a fake lock to his hair to make it look more natural. So apparently this is what 3 years of a lock growth look like with 210 locks, y'all. Gosh, this dude has a whole lot of locks. I know his retwist at least taking about 5 to 6 hours long. I would be so hurt sitting in that chair that long though. It's looking like we're starting off with some sectioning on the hair going on. I don't know what she really doing to the hair to start off. Oh yeah, she doing some crochet method to start off the hair. That crochet method is gonna get the locks set in, and they're gonna make them stay in. Like when you starting off and you need to wash them a lot, it's not gonna come out as easy. And that's always a good thing for starter locks if you really want them to stay in. Or if you just don't really care about it and you just want to just go more wild, you don't really have to get them crocheted. Either way, they're gonna lock up, but if you crochet them in the beginning, they're just gonna stay in even more, like sufficient. And that's what you want when you're starting off your locks. You don't want them to start unraveling and all that stuff. And yeah, she just put some mousse on the hair to lay it down. That's pretty much all that's gonna do. So his hair is not sticking up. Even though they're still small locks, they're not gonna stick up. Alright, so in this video, we're taking a look at the difference in 7 months of what that can make to your hair, y'all. So yeah, this person's hair actually grew out a whole lot in 7 months. That's actually very crazy for a person. Like, that's a lot of hair growth. It's looking like we're starting off with some sectioning on the hair going on. I don't know what she really doing to the hair to start off. Oh yeah, she doing some crochet method to start off the hair. That crochet method is gonna get the locks set in, and they're gonna make them stay in. Like when you starting off and you need to wash them a lot, it's not gonna come out as easy. And that's always a good thing for starter locks if you really want them to stay in. Or if you just don't really care about it and you just want to just go more wild, you don't really have to get them crocheted. Either way, they're gonna lock up, but if you crochet them in the beginning, they're just gonna stay in even more, like sufficient. And that's what you want when you're starting off your locks. You don't want them to start unraveling and all that stuff. And yeah, she just put some mousse on the hair to lay it down. That's pretty much all that's gonna do. So his hair is not sticking up. Even though they're still small locks, they're not gonna stick up. Lock restoration, this person's about to restore some locks. So they look like they have some breakage in the back of their head. They lost one of their locks. It's looking like they didn't even have a lock right there on that left side, that back left side. But yeah, now they're looking at the breakage on the top of the head. And yeah, y'all, they really just got this dude looking like a whole different person after that. Let's see what this guy has going on. This guy actually has some locks in the back of his head that's breaking off. I don't know how that actually happens. Sometimes that happens just not getting retwist for a very long time. And yes, y'all, that can make your hair start to break out your head basically, and you basically don't have any more locks to just keep putting into your head or whatever that is. But yes, y'all, that retwist is gonna spare them. Taking a look at the before, and I think they're about to show us the after too. So this is the after right here. So the after is actually amazing compared to what it was before. That client's first retwist in 8 years, y'all. What's making this person want to get a retwist all of a sudden? I don't even know why you would want to get one in 8 years all of a sudden. But yes, y'all, you can tell that it's been a very long time that this person has not had a retwist. As you can see, they're getting it nice and even. They're getting it nice and neat and everything for this person. But yes, y'all, this person needed that retwist as well. And that's a whole different transformation. This person needs a haircut too. As you can tell, they haven't had a haircut in years. But they definitely did just get one. Look at this face though. Why you look like that? What the heck? POV, I'ma just cut them off. So this person's just cutting off their locks. They said they're sick and tired of having locks anymore. And I can see why, y'all. They're pretty hard maintenance to keep maintained. Like, they get very thin and stuff. Like, basically, that's what we were seeing with that one thin lock. Yeah, that's basically just thinning that he's probably trying to just cut out. But these two strands are gonna keep it very healthy, and it's gonna make it stay in longer to where this dude don't have to cut him. This is a lot repair. I don't really see anything too much wrong with this person's hair. Just a lot of new growth and a lot of hair that's not just inside of the lots. I guess that's what needs to be repaired, which that is what they were repairing. They were putting that inside of the lot. We got some lot reconstruction right here. This person has like a high top, it's looking like, but they need a retwist very bad. Like their hair is just grown out a lot, and they're taking the first steps to do a trim on their hair. A trim a day will keep your hair healthy always. So yeah, a trim was not bad to do, and that'll keep you from having this ends just falling out of your head. But yes, y'all, this retwist looks like a whole different person right here, y'all.